So it says, the words of the Torah will not be permanently acquired by a person who applies himself feebly to obtain them, and not by those who study amid pleasure and abundance of food and drink. Right? Rather, one must give up his life for them, constantly straining his body to the point of the discomfort, without granting sleep to his eyes and slumber to his eyelids. The sages alluded to this concept interpreted in Numbers 19:14. This is the Torah: a man should die. This is the Torah: a man should he die in a tent. Okay. To mean that the Torah cannot be permanently acquired except by a person who gives up his life in a tent of wisdom. Similarly, Shlomo said in his wisdom, in the Proverbs 24:10, if you faint in a day of adversity, your strength is small. He also said in Koheles 2:9, also my wisdom remained with me. This can be interpreted to mean the wisdom which I learned in anger. This is what remains with me. Our sages declared, a covenant has been established that anyone who buries himself in Torah study, in a house of study, will not forget it quickly. Anyone who buries himself in a Torah study in private will become wise. As Proverbs 11:2 states, to the modest will come wisdom. Whoever raises his voice during his studies will permanently acquire the subject matter. In a contrast, one who reads silently will forget quickly. So, of course, there is a lot to learn, so let's do from the beginning and with commentary and with explanations. So it says, number 12, the words of the Torah will not permanently be acquired by a person who applies himself feebly to obtain them, and not by those who study amid the pleasure and an abundance of food and drink. So people, so they like to listen to the class and eat. I mean, I also do that, but because it's not my meal time and not waste time, right, on the food. So I learned it's whatever 5-7 minutes, 10 minutes tops, right? I
think it's sort of like referring to all these Torah Shiurim where the food attracts more people than the Shiur itself, you know.
I mean, in some places, so they actually understood the point that it's just a waste of money on this food. So in many places where we live, they have and to respect a speaker, so they would give like 40 minutes for people to eat. After they finish, after that starts the lecture, right? So people already study. Of course, that the food is there, that they can go and take a second portion or 15th portion. It's not not the thing, but at least not everybody is running back and forth while he's giving his presentation. So it's started, I don't know, like not so long ago, and many shuls actually adopted. I think it's a great approach, right? Of course, many people come because of the food, but what can we do? Otherwise, they're not going to come. So I mean, do we have a choice? Unfortunately,
every situation is different here.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's so let's read one more time. The words of the Torah is not permanently acquired by a person who applies himself feebly. So he's not really want to learn or to obtain them, and not by those who study amid the pleasure and abundance of food and drink. Right. So I mean, has a food, has a drink, he's rich. So people usually without pressure, they're not the biggest learners. 75. The pursuit of the pleasure will prevent him from devoting himself to Torah study. Like all of these great rabbis in the previous generation, so they were very poor, at least in the beginning, right? So they did not have to think about what was going to be for lunch. What is going to be for lunch? What was yesterday? What was the day before yesterday? What was the past 10 years? It's like the menu is very simple, exactly the same. So, but people who have all of this, a lot of money, so and they try to be creative, come up with this dish, that dish, or order from here, or go to that. So of course they cannot concentrate on the Torah. During the time he enjoying material benefits, how much more so if he has to work to earn the funds to obtain them? He could have been studying Torah. So of course, if you want to eat the more expensive food, to live in like expensive place and stuff like that, so you have to work more, of course, right? You have to work more, but it always comes in expense of the Torah. And some people say, yeah, I have this person, so he said, yeah, but I give tzedakah. Okay, you give tzedakah, but who absolve you from learning Torah? Just because you give tzedakah? Okay. Okay, continue. Rather, one must give up his life, this life for them, meaning for the words of the Torah, constantly straining his body to the point of discomfort. 76. As mentioned in the commentary to Halachah 6, Rambam is not allowing, is not alluding to ascetic penances, but rather to the dedication of one's energies to the acquisition of the Torah study. So Rambam said, don't, as we learn in Hilchot Dias, right? He said, don't sleep on the ground, don't go like all of these crazy things. Sleep on a normal bed, eat no normal food. And I think in chapter 4 it says we actually dedicated to say what is healthy, what is not healthy, do this, do that. So I mean, that's what that's his Rambam, right? He said, but the energies that you have spent on Torah, not on fighting all of these obstacles that people create themselves, right? So one more time the whole sentence. Rather, one must give up his life for them, constantly straining his body to the point of discomfort. So discomfort, it's hot, it's cold, you want to sleep, you don't sleep enough. So that's the thing. Without granting sleep to one's eyes and slumber to one's eyelids. Note the following Halachah, which describes the advantages of study at night. So that's a different story. But we learned in Hilchot the Shiur, and they actually said that a person, when a person does the Shiur for the things, for the sins, right, for which the punishment is a chorus, meaning the soul should be cut from this world and the world to come, and he does the Shiur. So it's not so simple. It's just not does not go away like a bad dream. It does not, right? The person has to endure the suffering. So suffering, it could be HaShem sends you suffering, or you can acquire suffering yourself. How? Like learning Torah, sleep less, do all of these things, like do all of the mitzvahs. So and this you're going to get. First of all, you're going to get full reward for this, and plus it's going to erase your suffering. I think, as we explained back then, it's a very, very good deal, right?